Hi, and welcome to the first day of spring. It is officially the first day of spring. March 20th on my calendar said so. Okay, let's get into today's video. I will be going over how I do crochet mandala doilies, and today's focus will be a daisy motif, and it will be a cute little coaster that you can make for yourself, or you can be more elaborate and do more of the designs that I will be demonstrating and showing throughout the video. Stay tuned to the end. You will see a beautifully decorated desk at the end, and maybe you'll get inspired to decorate for yourself. I'm going to go over the meaning of a crochet mandala. Crochet mandala is more than just a beautiful circular pattern. It's a symbolic piece of art that represents unity, harmony, and spiritual connection. So that is just a meaning behind mandala, but you could just think of them as doilies and beautiful for decor. So let's get on with the video and have a great spring. Okay, I'm going to be getting started. I'm using cotton yarn today. I'm going to be doing the yellow center, and I'm going to be loading up my yarn needle. It's a yarn needle crochet technique. You've seen me do this many times before. I am just going to be stitching it around to reach 1 inch. And then once I hit 1 inch, I'm going to add a finished edge. Just look at me doing the stitching, how I'm adding the stitches and linking them together with my needle. If you have any questions about how this is done, please be sure and leave me comments. And if you want to know where I got this yarn, some of it, actually most of it, is from Hobby Lobby. It's I Love This Yarn cotton, but also Michael sells a brand called 24/7 cotton, which is also nice. So I'm using a little bit of that as well. So you just go ahead and choose. Maybe you might like to use acrylic yarn. I've done acrylic yarn doilies and mandala tabletop decor, so it all works beautifully. So just keep watching the stitching and relax and enjoy the video. And then next we'll form the petals. Stitching around, stitching around, stitching around. Then I'll show you the measurement with the ruler and we'll move on. All right, enjoy the video. Okay, hope you were following along as best as you can. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'm trying to be as detailed as possible. But here is our finished 8-petaled crocheted daisy. Started with a center of yellow at 1 inch. I did a finished edge around with the yellow. Then I did a back and forth stitch which formed the center of these petals, and then I went around and stitched once around each petal, as you can see here. And now it is ready to start adding something along the lines like this design I have here, which is being blocked with all these pins. As you can see, I'm going to remove those pins because this is ready to be unpinned. All right, and then at the end of the video, make sure you watch to the end. And you will see I'm going to decorate my desk, which is on the other side of the room. I'm going to leave that for the finale, so make sure you stay to the end. Please, if you haven't done so, if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and your notification bell. That way you'll know when all my videos are ready to be watched. And I'm going to continue working on this. I don't know if I'm going to get quite this far, But I'll add in a few more colors. Here's some of the spring colors I was thinking about. So I'm going to start with the green all the way around the edges of the petals. And maybe this lavender and hot pink. I think that'll be pretty. Very springtime colors. All right, let's continue on with this spring crochet daisy doily. And it'll be beautiful for your home decor. All right, let's keep going. Hey, thank you so much for sticking with me to the end of the video. Well, this isn't quite the end because the end is going to be a decorated desk for spring, my desk in my room. This is this same pattern blocked with T-pins. As you can see, all the pins. You pick up your pins at your Pins and Notions, you know, threads, that sort of thing, in your craft store. You can go without blocking. It's totally fine. Because this is what that looked like without blocking. It measures roughly 9 inches, but once you stretched and pinned further to make the shape more precise, laying flat a little better, you can see how crisp that looks. And here's an example of this one. This one looks perfectly flat. It was stretched and pinned. Looks beautiful. This is the Happy Spring mandala. This is a 12-inch blocking mat. It's like a puzzle piece. I bought a bunch of them. They piece together for however which size you need. And once at this 9-inch, it stretched about a full inch. So we're at about 10 inches now. And I'm going to go ahead and remove the pins. What I do, start pinning from the center, work my way out. Spritz it with water, with just water, and let it dry for 24 hours. Remove the pins, and you will see something that lays flat, and the size is really nice, and all your stitching looks more precise. Okay, next, decorating for spring, a spring desk. Okay, stick with me. See you with all the beautiful spring decor. Okay, here's my desk in my room that I'll be decorating with spring collectibles and my handmade crochet doily mandalas and some of my artwork that I've done this past month. So stay tuned for the grand finale and see how beautiful this desk will be decorated for spring. Also, if you want to make something special for Mother's Day, those doilies and mandalas will be beautiful for Mother's Day gifts. Also, if you have a favorite teacher, spring break is coming, and your teacher may love having something like that on their desk. I'll maybe take it home for their own home decor. Just a thought. All right, let's decorate for spring. Okay, my spring desktop decor has been complete. Let's go over it. Here is that beautiful 14-inch Happy Spring Mandala tabletop doily. Here's another one. I'll lift it up and show you. That was one that I did that was not blocked, and I'm going to show you the one that I had on the pins and blocking. Artwork. We have daffodils, which are March's birth month flower. I hope you caught that video. Make sure you check that out. You can paint one for yourself. That little fence back there, I picked that up at the thrift store a few years ago. A little treat jar bunny. Hello Spring. I picked up that little mini rolling pin at Hobby Lobby a few years ago. Of course, I have my initial on that cute sparkling candle. Also, this was the one that I turned it into a coaster. Cute little spring coffee cup. As you can see, that would make a nice gift for spring. That's a 5-inch coaster now. That's the one I was working on in this video. So they work great for making coasters. Let me know what you think of these projects. Hope you'll take some time, make some for yourself, have a great spring, and check out that beautiful crocheted flower arrangement. Let's see what we have here. Roses, a happy smiling sunflower, a cute honeybee, pom-poms, lavender, and a cute decorative bow that has wire ribbon, so I just kind of tied in a bow and swirled it around. I think this turned out really pretty. Oh yeah, let me show you how that one looked after I took it off the pins. Hold on one second. All right, there it is, all unpinned off the block. It looks very crisp and precise, but you can, like I said, you don't have to block them. That's just an extra step you can take. And I'm going to take this off here in a second so you can see that one. Okay, here's the one that wasn't blocked. Certainly is beautiful as well, but you can actually pull out your stitches and make them more crisp. That's all it is to it. All right, I'm going to sign off this video. Thank you for joining me here on Art and Crochet by Kim, and I'll see you on my next video. Happy spring!